The siege of Petersburg took place from June 9, 1864 to March 25, 1865. There was around 65,000 to 120,000 Union troops and only 52,000 Confederate troops. The battles and siege of Petersburg involved more than 180,000 soldiers and produced some 60,000 casualties. The picture was taken by an unknown source during the time of the war. Petersburg had been a tobacco, cotton, and iron manufacturing center before the Civil War, as well as an important domestic port. By 1864, however, its significance resided in the 5 railroads that connected Petersburg with Richmond and points south and west. From June 15th to 17th in 1864, the outnumbered Confederate General Beauregard and his troops saved Petersburg from Union capture. He created a third defensive line along high ground closer to the city and occupied it the morning of June 18th. Welcoming reinforcements from Lee's Army of Northern Virginia, the appearance of Lee's men ended Federals' hope to take Petersburg by storm and ensured a lengthy siege and seemingly endless fight. For the next 9 months, Grant focused on severing Petersburg's many wagon and rail connections to the south and west. By the end of 1864's campaign season, Lee could rely on only a makeshift supply line via the Boydton Plank Road and the South Side Railroad to maintain communications with the South. After his failure to take Petersburg by storm, General Grant and Meade created a massive support operation at City Point, where the James and Appomattox River met. Grant's headquarters was established there, and the Union Army literally created a city, which is now known as Hopewell, Virginia, where a declining ex-river port had once stood. The Union 6th Corps broke through the Confederate defenses southwest of the city, and Lee notified President Jefferson Davis that it would be necessary to evacuate Richmond and Petersburg that night. Vicious fighting the rest of the day allowed Beauregard's Confederates to maintain the inner defenses until nightfall shielded their successful withdrawal. Lee hoped to reach General Joseph Johnston's army in North Carolina to continue the war. The armies at Petersburg were in almost constant transition, making the determination of troop strength a moving target. In general, Union troops' strength exceeded that of the Confederate nearly 2-to-1 for most of the campaign. Even at the end of the campaign, on April 2, 1865, Lee evacuated more than 50,000 men out of Richmond and Petersburg, while Grant's combined army counted at least 110,000 men by that time. Although precise figures are hard to come by, the best estimate suggested that 42,000 Union casualties and 28,000 Confederate casualties in total